All right, let's try that number again. I failed so hard with that first stream. Why does YouTube have to keep making updates? I get they gotta stay relevant because it's essentially a software company, but dang, all these new updates get confusing. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How's the quarantine for y'all? I'm assuming a lot of us are in the same boat here, but I wouldn't know. What's up, guys? I'm seeing you in the chat now. You're not in the shower for once. Me neither. Me neither. Team Giselle. It's been a while. You're okay? Okay. How are y'all doing? What's the quarantine like for you guys? I've been home for, how long has it been now? Since 2.5 weeks ago? Let me look at my calendar. Yeah, so I flew back from Florida on like the 10th or 11th. And then, yeah. So basically, it's been I'm on week 3. I'm on week 3 week 3 so far from the quarantine. So that's like a lot longer than people thought it was going to be. Poppy, what's good? Been a while. How are things over in Europe? Team Giselle, it's not fun with a broken ankle. Dang, girl. Why'd you get a broken ankle? That sucks. Was it sports? I feel like I should have broken so many bones in my life, but oddly enough, that's one thing that's never happened to me. I might have broken my pinky toe, but it kind of just healed on its own. Because there was a time where I hit it really hard and it got really purple for a long time. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's when I broke a bone. Star Child, what's good? Hannah Beth, what's up? What's up? The sketch I did with Akbar. Thank you. Yeah, we had so much fun making it. That was so spontaneous. Just gave him a call and like, bro, we gotta do a skit. What's good? And then we're obviously not with each other because we live in completely different areas, but we're both quarantined in our houses. So I was like, I'll film this, you'll film that. And then we went and we filmed our individual parts and then threw it all together. And it somehow worked the first time, which was really cool. My sister had a baby girl on Sunday. Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Very cool. New life. It's always fun. Ryan Butcher. Hello, old friend. Dude, what's good, man? It's been a while. Missing the J15 days? Dude. Oh, man. Blast from the past. How's the new job, man? You just had to go and leave us all. You were like, see ya, man. I'm on to bigger and better things. And then you just like flipped us off on the way out. He didn't actually do that, but metaphorically in his heart, he did. No, I'm happy for him. You got a great new job. You're over in the you're over. Oh, I was gonna give details, but I guess I shouldn't on the live stream. It's a coworker of mine. Cool dude, Ryan. Farah, what's good? Hello. Rock climbing. That's how you broke your ankle? Ouch. Because I know you're climbing up, right? And then you got a cord, and then there's another person pulling the slack. Did they just not pull the slack fast enough? Or did you just go Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible and not even use any safety equipment? Because that'd be pretty, that's pretty BA. I would respect that if you did that. Apparently you perform better if you don't have safety equipment because your mind is it's real, you can't fall. But if you got safety equipment, you're just I fell, no big deal. But yeah, Erico, welcome back. Thank you. It has been a while. It's been a minute and a half since I've been on YouTube. But now that I'm stuck in my home and I'm just working remotely for week number 3 so far, well, 2.5 or something like that, time kind of melds together. But now that I'm home, I'm might as well start doing YouTube again. I already did all the projects in my house. Well, basically all of them. All the ones I really wanted to get done. So now I'm just Project Numero Trace should be this thing on YouTube. I was bouldering and it didn't have ropes. It's badass. Congrats. That's a cool way to break your ankle. It's not it's just slippery out, and I was just not paying attention. No, you were boulder climbing. That's freaking cool. Your older sister is also working from home. How many of y'all are working from home? I know not everyone works. Some of you guys are students. Like, are they canceling classes? So is the house reno done? So the house reno, I would say, is like mostly done. You know what I mean? Like, it's all basically done. It's just, for me, there's other things I'd still like to do, but it's really not necessary, you know? So I'm trying to convince myself that, okay, it's done, Josh, it's done. But like I walk into another room and I'm like, well, those walls would look really good in icy avalanche. And I'm like, no, I gotta stop. I gotta stop before I just keep spending all my money. Oh, man. Namjoon, Ryan's Pajamas, what's good? Man, blast from the past. Good stuff. Hello, I can't stay too long because I have Google Hangout appointment with my cousins. Oh, okay. I can see who's more important. No, I'm just kidding. Cousins are more important. Familia es más importante. It's good to see you too, though. Naomi, what's good? Man, it's been a while. It has been. It really has been. We're doing online classes, online learning thing, and it's a mess. I've been seeing so many memes and like all these like snippets people take, little like screen grabs of how hilariously buggy and messy this whole live streaming classes is going. You hear what happened in China? Apparently they were using apps and stuff, like applications for teaching middle schoolers and stuff. And the middle schoolers realized that if they give the app on the Play Store, they give it like a 0 star, like a 1 star. If it has enough 1 stars, Google just removes it from the Play Store. They think it's like a spam app. So everyone got together and they like downvoted the online classes for the middle schoolers. And now they don't have school because the apps are all gone. And they don't know what to do. I'm like, come on, you can't even get mad at them for that. That's kind of just like genius. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I laughed when I saw that. Icy avalanche is a thing though, Hannah Beth. Okay, I'm a fan of the icy avalanche because it's got like, it's such an impossible combination of gray. Because you got the blue grays, the beigey grays, they call them greige. You got purple grays. I didn't even know that. You got green grays. You got all kinds of grays, you know? So I'm like, well, can I get the blues and can I get some earth tones? Icy avalanche. I knew it as soon as I saw it. I was like, I want that on every wall in my house. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Claudette Gomez, what's good? I've been good. I've been busy. Busy with life. It's been crazy. This whole thing with coronavirus is like wild, yo. No one saw this coming. Well, I guess Bill Gates and like a few really smart people were like, guys, come on. We're gonna get a pandemic soon. You gotta prepare. And everyone was like, oh, you know, you're smart, but like, we're not gonna do what you say. And then it happened. You know, unfortunately, I guess we gotta learn from our mistakes. We gotta learn the hard way. You know, and they're saying it's like a mutating virus. There's like 7, 8 strains now. Last thing I saw was 8 different strains of this. And it could be seasonal, which means even if it goes away, it'll come back. I'm like, what's going on, guys? Like, this is insane. Reading articles saying it's the biggest problem. The UN just released a record saying it's the biggest issue worldwide since World War II. I'm like, what? It's like you can't even see it with the naked eye. You got to look at it under a microscope. But it's killing so many people. What's the death count now? Like 20,000, 40,000 worldwide? And they're saying it's 4 to 10 times more deadly than the seasonal flu. 4 to 10 times. So if the seasonal flu kills, 30, 40,000 people in the US, then 10 times that. That's why the White House is releasing those statements. That's where that number is coming from. They're saying, okay, if it's 4 to 10 times more deadly than flu, how many people can we project given this situation? And they're thinking hundreds of thousands are going to die in the US. That's insane. That's so many people. That's crazy. It's so crazy. Clay Jackson? Dude, what's good, man? Another coworker. Man, there's so many people here I know. I feel so like among friends right now. This is great. How are you doing, bro? How's life with the new job? And with the girl? Y'all moved in. We haven't caught up. We need to catch a beer sometime. Anyway. Let me see. Oh, I've been missing comments. My B. Pretty much everything is closed and canceled in the UK. Yeah, I've been hearing about that. It's getting there here. For like here, it's like our governor in the state of Maryland just earlier this week was like, yo, okay, only essential businesses are open, and you can only leave your house if you're doing essential business, like getting groceries or things like that. But everything else is closed down. Like now it's the law. Boom, it's done. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's happening all over the US and all over the world, you know? Like China went nuts. Did you see what they've done? I mean, they can do a little bit more extreme measures because they're a communist country instead of a democratic country, so people don't exactly have rights or freedoms. So, but they went pretty hardcore. Now they're all saying that, like, you know, they have no more deaths in China, which is total BS. Everyone knows China's lying. They've always lied. We'll see what happens. Oh man, I forgot how many people that I made mods. This is great. This is one of the most heavily moderated streams out there right now. Ain't nobody can say nothing. It's just gonna get shot down. I feel like I should make Giselle. I'm gonna make you Team Giselle. I'm making you a mod. You should have been added as a mod long ago. That your fiance in your profile pic? Yeah, Clay Jackson. Is that your fiance in the profile pic? Let me pull this up. Clay Jackson. Let me see this. Go to channel. I'm looking this up. I'm stalking you. That's totally your girl. You're at what, like a football game or something? That's totally your girl. That's funny. You guys are cute. Y'all so cute. What we got going on here? Oh, you're doing good, Clay? Okay, good. I just saw your comment saying that you're doing good. I'm glad I saw that. There's a lot of comments. I'm kind of mixing them up right now. We're on curfew in Georgia. Now, is that Georgia country or Georgia state? I'm assuming Georgia state. Where is Georgia? It's Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. So you're like kind of close to that Florida area. Atlanta. Not fiance yet. Okay. All right, Clay Jackson. You know? Not ready to put a ring on it just yet. Okay. Clay Jackson, you still in J15? No, I moved out of there. I moved over to Ames, you know, printed wire boards over in Ames. You know, so that's been fun. It's a whole new department. It's been like a whole new experience. Honestly, I was getting so bored of J15. I was just getting like really bored. You know, it was fun setting it up, but it was just boring after a while. There was nothing to do. And I was like, all right, this is way better going to new department. It was time to go to a new department. You know, new experiences, fresh new thing to learn, new products. You know, so I'm happy right now. But I know I'm going to get antsy in like 6 months. So I'm probably going to want to hop to a new cell or do something completely different. Joyce says, my sister is living in China right now. I miss her. Holy cow. She's over there now. That's like ground zero. It's so wild. You know, because they were saying we have no more deaths now, like we've stopped the coronavirus, and then they all of a sudden started kicking out all the American journalists. You know, like the New York Times, the Washington Post, they started kicking them all out of the country, and everyone's like, this is weird. Like, why are they getting rid of the news reporters? And then they realized from interviewing some of the funeral homes, they're buying thousands and thousands of these urns for ashes. And they're realizing, okay, yeah, there are a lot more deaths. They're just not reporting them anymore. I mean, you got to think that that's a bad look on them. Like, if that was us and we started the virus in the U.S., like, it would look really bad if, like, it starts spreading all over the world and all these countries. It's in over 200 countries now, and all these people are dying. That'd make the U.S. look really, really bad. You know, the only difference is we wouldn't lie about it. We might exaggerate a little, but we can't, like, lie. We're a democracy. We have Twitter. You know, China doesn't really even have the internet open. It's kind of like a closed internet. You can use VPNs to get around it, but there's no freedoms over there. They don't have the same freedoms we have here. It's kind of crazy. Bryn McQueen, what's good? It has been a minute and a half. It's been a while. You've been to Georgia, LOL? I have been. I went there for a job interview once. Beautiful, beautiful state. Over in Atlanta. They call it Hotlanta because it's so hot. It was really hot when I was there. The humidity will get you too. I'm just praying to God that the virus will end within a couple months. Apparently, the number of cases in Vancouver have been halved now. Well, that's good. And most people are fine. Yeah, it's kind of like a crazy thing, and the deaths keep going up. But most people that get it don't show any symptoms. They don't even know they have it, which I guess is scary in and of itself, because then it's like you could be infecting other people, not even know you have it because you have no symptoms. This is kind of a crazy thing. Oh, man. Orlando, Florida has been in curfew for 2 weeks. Okay. I heard there was like something about the governor of Florida, and he was like getting a lot of pressure because he refuses to give the whole like stay-at-home order for a lot of people, but who knows? It's kind of crazy. Because it's like, if you force everyone to stay home, the economy grinds to a halt. And that's good for stopping the spread of the virus, but it's really bad because then people aren't making money, unemployment starts skyrocketing, and then people can't pay for rent or for, their groceries. It's really bad. And then how long can that happen? Like the last recession we had in this country was 2007, 2008, the housing bubble, when that popped. And that was huge. We had a bailout of like $800 billion. The biggest bailout we had seen in this country. And then with the coronavirus, we just had a $2 trillion bailout. The $6 trillion. $2 trillion was just for stimulus, but like $6 trillion. So it's like 4 to 5 times worse than the recession we had back in 2008. So we're going to be reading about this in the history books forever. Our kids are going to ask us about this one day. We got to like pay attention and like write a journal. Be like, it is day 47 of the quarantine. I should make like Corona diary videos for like, when my kids one day, like when they're like, what happened during the quarantine? I'll be like, hey guys, my little kid's here just watching me, I gotta show them what I'm doing. This is how I'm living right now. Poppy Jane Moorcroft. Trump, sorry, but he's a total idiot, racist womanizer. Well, okay. Realizing beauty. Hey mods, nice to see y'all here. Look at that. Y'all mods talking to each other. Catch 21, right? Right? It's so tough. So what they try to do in the White House is they're weighing the alternatives. They're like, okay, if we keep everyone at home, X number of people die. But if we don't, X number of people die from the virus. So when keeping people from home is less deaths, let's just keep them at home. But eventually there's going to be a tipping point where it's just going to create more problems. So you really gotta balance it out. I'm really glad I don't have that job. Dang, the pumpkin snowman, I hope you have at least a microwave or rice cooker to make food. So what I do is I get those packets of rice that are just in those steamable bags, and they're like $1. And they're like 90 seconds, and you like tear the top, and then you put it in the microwave, and you're like, boop, 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 and then it just like rotates around, and then it's done. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been eating so much rice. And I just bought a bunch of like hamburger patties, and I'm just like freezing them because they don't go bad after a while. So like, it's been a whole thing. So hamburger patties and rice have been keeping this guy alive for a while. I should really mix it up. Oh man. The quarantine has brought out so much creativity in people. Facts. That's for darn sure. By the way, I like your glasses, Josh. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I guess they're the new ones. It's been a while. I mean, I've had them for a while, but I haven't been uploading or doing live streams, so it's like no one's really seen them. But I'm glad you noticed. Uncle Ben's rice. You got it. You got it, Hannah Beth. You know. We know. The kids don't know, but we do. Crock-pot time. See, I need to get a crock-pot, and then I need to learn how to use a crock-pot. Those two things need to happen in order. Because I heard you get like some serious banging meals out of that. Those rice packets in college. Yeah, see, I never stopped. I graduated and I kept getting them. It's the whole thing. Oh, I miss them up here, right? The pumpkin snowman Yeah, I've been trapped in my tiny kitchenless dorm for like 3 weeks now. Hello from Chicago, by the way. Dang, yo. Up there in the Windy City, you've been in a dorm. How's that been going? Like, I'm guessing they're keeping the kitchen halls open. Is there like a cafeteria that all the students go to? I'm assuming you just keep going there every day, or do they shut that down because it's like gatherings of more than 10 people? Well, they can't shut it down because then how do people eat? Do they like deliver it to the dorms? I know they do in some parts of New York. They've been using the National Guard to deliver food to people's doors. But the National Guard can't deliver to the entire country. So how are they going to do that? It's crazy to think about. China and South Korea are safer than USA for now. So agree and disagree. I agree if you believe the numbers you're seeing. But if you don't, it might not be true. US is officially the worst right now. But you got to ask, what does that actually mean when our numbers are higher? We've tested more people than any other country in the world. So more people have been tested, which means we found more cases. But if other countries don't even have the test kits yet, they can't even test the population and get their numbers up. So that's the scary thing. Not everyone's been tested, and most countries are running out of these test kits. So you got to think, hypothetically, if everyone in the world was tested today, what are the true numbers that we're actually seeing? I think that the USA would not be number one if everyone in the world got tested tonight. We can't do that, obviously, logistically, but I think that it was really suspicious all of a sudden when China stopped reporting any new coronavirus cases and stopped reporting any deaths, even though reporting journalism told us the complete opposite with the funeral homes and all that nonsense. So I think that China probably still is number one in terms of danger for the coronavirus. But hey, that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. We'll all know the truth. A year from now, we're going to look back on it and we'll be like, yeah, this is what happened. And then we thought this, but it was actually this. So it's hard to know right now. It's just my personal opinions. Crock pots are the best. I could teach you how to use one. I'd love to learn. I need to look up some YouTube videos or something like that because I feel like it's probably not that hard, right? It's just a process. Instant noodles are easy to make too. I've made some instant noodles. All I have right now in my pantry are fire noodles though. Just left over from other videos and stuff. I'll have extra fire noodles just in case I had more friends over. So I'm like, all right, do I go hungry or do I kill my mouth? Those are my options. It's the whole thing. Anyway, dude, I'm asleep. It's after midnight. All right, take it easy, Poppy. We got Azaria Palmer. I was lucky to be able to get masks when I did. It's cold up here in Canada. Spring lied to us. Yeah, man, Canada is a whole thing because it's way up north. But then you get that whole thing where eventually it gets warm. I don't really fully understand it. It's fun knitting and listening to Josh. That's what I'm here for. I want to be background noise for people knitting. I should make that a whole series where I just rant about things while people do tasks around the house. Fire noodles, what are those? They're instant noodles, but the sauce packet you put in to give them flavor is the hottest thing, the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life. And it's very painful to eat because it's so spicy. It was a challenge that went kind of viral, and every one of these YouTubers were doing the fire noodle challenge. And so I was like, all right, well, I should probably do it too. Especially because the fire noodle came from, I think, Korea. I think originally, the original fire noodles from Korea. And so I was a K-pop YouTuber, and I was like, I'd love to try this. And eventually a fan just sent me some fire noodles, and I was like, heck yeah, let's do this. And then it was so crazy. It was way hotter than I thought it would be. And the video just got so out of control so quickly. And it was featured on BuzzFeed. How cool is that? That made me so proud. I was like, no way. Because I thought it was such a disaster video. But anyway. Let's see here. Dang, Josh, it's right. Some great documentaries are going to come out a year from now. Once we know what really is going on. Facts, Abby. We don't know what's going on. That's kind of the scary thing, is that we're all still learning. We don't know how this operates. We don't know what the extent of it is. We don't know who exactly is susceptible and why. We don't know why half the people that get it don't show any symptoms. Maybe there's a natural immunity, or it's crazy, you know? Hopefully it's not as bad as the Spanish flu, because that was like a crazy thing back in, when was that? 1918, I think. Let me look that up. Spanish flu, 1918, the H1N1 virus. How many people died? 50 million people died from the Spanish flu. That's crazy. It was super contagious. I heard it went around the world. It completely like infected the whole world 3 times. And that was before air travel. That was back in 1918. There was no air travel like Delta or Southwest or anything like that. So now that we have air travel, you got to think it's only going to spread faster and more extensively. So that's kind of bizarre. Oh man. Background noise for CAD designs. Yo, CAD. I've spent many, many hours making CAD designs. I used SolidWorks back in the day. I like your plant in the corner. Does it have a name? Thank you. And no, it does not. Let's call it Spiky. I'm going to call it Spiky. Spiky the plant. I'm working in a medical facility. All employees want to get a test, but not enough kits. Today, my coworker, got positive. That's kind of scary. You know, my coworkers haven't gotten positive yet to my knowledge, but we had a janitor who did, and he works in our building. And there was also, apparently, what do you call it? I don't know, something else happened where it made people concerned. We don't know. It's just kind of a scary thing right now because people are like, okay, you know, when was the last time I interacted with these people, who interacted with them? And you're like trying to draw these like crazy trees in your mind of who interacted with who, and you're wondering like, do I have COVID-19? Are you already finished with your engineering degree? I am. I graduated May 2016. Wow, that was a long time ago. And then I've been working ever since. First I worked in New Jersey, now I'm working in Maryland. I always wanted to come back here because this is home for me. This is where my family is. This is where I kind of want to end up. That's why I got a house. I figure I'll just lay down some roots. And then the coronavirus happened. But hey, I mean, at least I'm not in New Jersey because I was right outside Manhattan. I was about a half an hour drive from the Big Apple. And apparently that's like the worst spot in the US right now for the coronavirus. So who knows? But yeah. Maybe you don't have taste buds, but I casually eat the nuclear fire neutral nut for lunch. No way. I can't understand that. People that just like eat that regularly. It's so spicy. I like spicy. Don't get me wrong. Like I really love me some spice, but that's like a next level where I'm like, it's painful. It's painful to eat it. Can you do a live tomorrow too? Well, I appreciate you asking. I was planning actually on doing a live stream with Akbar and kind of catching up with him, my friend Akbar. Just kind of talking about life, seeing where he's going to go with his channel. He's been doing a lot of music production, so he's been like learning all the softwares and how to like make beats and stuff, and that's been his focus right now. But he told me the other day that he wanted to do a science channel. You know, like some cool, fun science videos, those types of things, and like new things happening. So, thought we'd maybe able to talk about that or something. But yeah, I'd like to do a live stream either tomorrow or Friday for sure with the guy if he's available. I need groceries so bad, guys. I need groceries. I'm eating those things in the pantry that I've like never thought I would eat. You know, like those like cans of sliced potatoes, and you're like, where did I even get this? Was it a gag gift at some holiday party? You just don't know how it even got into your pantry, and it's like expired 3 years ago, and you're like, it's probably not safe to eat, but oh man, I gotta go to the grocery stores. But that's crazy right now. It's hectic. There's no toilet paper or hand sanitizer, and they're stocking them like every day, and and that's going to be the most likely place that people get the coronavirus now are grocery stores. That's where people need to go to get food, and that's where everyone else is, so you're around other people. It's a whole thing. I should take take my GoPro with me. This guy. Just take it with me to the grocery store. Make a quick vlog. I'll show you what the grocery stores are like right now in Maryland, East Coast, USA, during this pandemic. I gotta do this for my kids one day too, because they're gonna be like, Dad, what happened with that pandemic? And I'll be like, you check out YouTube, yo. I got this whole channel. And they're gonna be like, but you suck, Dad. And I'm like, hey, you go to your room. You can't say that to me. Even in this hypothetical situation, people are telling me my YouTube channel sucks. Oh, man. Smiling XX. I swear we've never had better weather in Ireland, but we can only leave our houses for one form of exercise and can't go to two kilometers away from our house as well. Really? Is that a whole thing? That's kind of crazy. At least you can leave for like 2 kilometers. One form of exercise. Can't go 2 kilometers away from your house. What if the grocery store is like 3 kilometers? What do you do? Do you have them delivered to you? Man, I regret not going to Ireland. I was going to go the senior year of high school, but I never ended up going. I seriously regret that. I got to do that one day. But isn't that the thing? Like the very day in the week that you're ending up in your house on a quarantine, like a government mandated quarantine, that's when the weather gets great. It's like, of course that would happen. And like the second that you're allowed to go outside, it's going to get all dark and gloomy and gray. Oh, man. So what's going up here? I'm like reading these comments super, super late. What's Josh's degree in? My degree is in industrial engineering. So no one knows what that means. It's okay if you don't. Industrial engineering. Basically, I just make things more efficient. That's my whole job. I just roll into a company and they're like, all right, help us save money. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you need to get rid of that guy and that guy and that guy. I don't do that. I can't fire anyone. I'm pretty low on the totem pole. No one reports to me. But I make suggestions on how to make the product better with better quality, lower cost, more efficiently, in quicker time, so you can make delivery schedules, things like that. It's interesting. It keeps me busy. I enjoy it. Just Hero. Hey peeps, gotta go. Stay safe, everyone. I got yard work to do. Josh, great seeing you. Need to read books for spring quarter later. All right, well, take it easy. Enjoy that yard work. I got some leaves I gotta take care of. Those leaves have been out there for like months. Everyone else has gotten their leaves under control in my neighborhood, but then there's me, and I don't have my leaves under control. The leaves are just spread askew everywhere. It's bad. They're piling up. I need to take care of that. And I've got no excuse because I'm like quarantined in my home. Like I should be able to take care of my leaves. I just really don't want to take care of my leaves. I want to do this. I want to stream on YouTube. I should do a whole like really long stream of me just like slowly raking up leaves and like putting them into a big pile and then putting that pile into a bag. Yeah. See, my ideas have gotten progressively worse as I've done less YouTube. I just got to get back into it. Maybe my ideas will get better. I thought it was engineering. It is. Oh, I'm going way like up too far. Car K-pop, what's good, man? Sorry, I'm taking forever to get through these comments. Dude, what's up, man? Like, you're the other Maryland YouTuber I know. I know there's like a lot of YouTubers in Maryland, but like you're the one that I know. I don't know any of the other ones. How's it been? How are you doing? Then everything changed when the COVID-19 attacked. Yo, Avatar reference. Congratulations, that was an earlier subscriber. Did not realize you finished. Congrats. Maryland sounds. Yeah, it does though. Thanks for the congrats. Appreciate it. Have you seen all the nature pics now with no people around? I have. It's nuts. It's nuts. Places like Times Square that's just empty. Looks a little eerie. And there's like Venice, Italy, where you can actually see through the water in the canals for the first time and like fish are going around and everything. It's wild. It's wild. Maybe that's what we needed, like in a silver lining kind of way. Because like we already have this terrible situation. So what are the good things that come out of it? Like if we can try to focus on the positives. I've heard a lot of people are finally like reuniting with family members that they just have been too busy to talk to, and now they're all stuck at home together, so they have to get along. I heard some good heartwarming stories. I'm sure nature is taking a break too from all the people, riding around and just causing junk everywhere. If you add cheese to fire noodles, it lessens the spiciness. Pro tip. Thank you. Appreciate that, Miss Espinoza. What do you plan on doing now that everyone's at home? So I'm gonna keep doing my remote work. I keep doing my job. Luckily, fortunately, I can do most of my job just remotely pretty easily. Because I'm definitely a desk jockey. I just run a lot of numbers and stuff. But so I can do that remotely. So that's great. So I can keep doing that while I'm here, living at home. But in the meantime, I've just been working on all those things that I've been procrastinating from for months. Like house projects. I knocked out a bunch of those things the other day. I finally finished my laundry room. Finally. I got to put like before and after pics on Instagram or something like that, because I'm pretty proud of it. But I'd like to keep getting back into YouTube. I made a skit with Akbar the other day, and that was fun. And I'd like to keep doing at least a weekly upload, something like that. That's my plan. But yeah, were you able to get toilet paper last weekend? I didn't need it. I'm a very prepared dude. Like I had so many toilet paper rolls already before the coronavirus was even a thing. I'm proud of myself for that. I stock up, so I'm good. YouTube will be old by then. Joy, you got in? What's up? You guys got to check out her channel. That's my sister, Joy Michelle Photography. That's funny if that's how I introduced her in like real life. I'm like, this is my sister, Joy Michelle Photography. Comment, like, subscribe. But yeah, she has a great channel talking about wedding photography. If you ever need a wedding photographer and you're willing to pay to bring her to your coronavirus country, she'll do it. She'll risk the flight. She'll do it. She's a very dedicated wedding photographer. So she will risk the coronavirus. Plus, it's pretty bad here in the US, so it's probably going to like a better place with less people. She would be the risk to that country. But, anyway, check out her channel. What do you feel the most passionate about these days? Small rant. Passionate? Probably self-improvement. I love self-improvement. I read books about it. I track my habits. I'm constantly self-analyzing myself. I'm doing all the things. Like I've done acupuncture and massage therapy and meditation and affirmations and all these crazy new hoodooky things. Most of them are complete BS and they're not good. But like a few of them, I'm like, okay, I actually see some benefits from this. I'm going to keep doing it. So I believe in trying absolutely everything once and then finding what works for you. Don't be biased, Josh, you need a TikTok. You think so? I feel like that's for younger people. I'm like, guys, I'm 27 years old, okay? I'm basically a grandpa. The fact that I don't have kids yet is shocking to me. I thought I'd have like 4 by now, but that's not how life handed me the cards. So I'm cool with it. But like TikTok, look, I got gray hair. Like, are people with gray hair even allowed on TikTok? It's not a lot of gray hair, but like, you see like that little one right there? It exists. Trust me. It's for funny people. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I'll try it. Flights are cheap now, Joy. You could do just open up your channel and open up your like wedding photography to like international clients. I think that's your next step. Are you spiritual or religious? I'd like to think both at the same time. I'm a Christian. TikTok is welcoming platform for everyone. Well, that's good to know. That would be funny though if like they totally banned me and they're like, you're just not young. And they say it in that voice, you're not young. Okay? And I'll be like, okay. But I'm actually on lockdown basically, so I can't. Oh, facts. Yeah. Plus you got like a kid and stuff. Yeah, that's gotta be like a lot That takes a lot of time, right? I mean, I've got a plant. So, like, I'm halfway there, right? I understand you, Joy, because I have a plant, okay? I understand what it's like to rear a child. Oh, man. You're not old, Josh. I know, I'm just playing. 27 is young, you know. Don't rush kids because you feel obligated to have them. It has nothing to do with obligation. I just love kids and I would love to have a family one day. So it's like kind of something I want. It has nothing to do with anyone else. I just gotta find someone who's willing to have that many kids with me. Let's see. Yeah, I just left Florida. There are still so many tourists. They need to stop. Yeah, I bet that's probably still a thing in Florida, right? Because you guys get so many tourists. It probably doesn't stop. Plus, people probably just like, you know, because they're already like not at their job. And they're like, why don't we just like take a drive down to Florida? Josh equals plant dad. I have so many plants. What's the plant's name though? We named it in the beginning of the stream. We're calling it Spiky. It's not a very good name, but it's the name that this plant has now. Spiky. But yeah. I used to have so many more plants. Back in the day, when I first got the house, I bought like 20 to 30 plants. Probably like around 25 plants. Just because I wanted to give myself all the responsibility I could possibly give myself. And then I just went to work, you know, just learning about these plants, how to take care of them, what's the right humidity for them, the nutrient uptake, you know, what are the schedules in terms of seasonality. And it was fun, you know, but most of them died. Half of them died. And the other half still survived. So I have a few just throughout my home. But yeah, Stan Spiky. Spiky reminds me of Land Before Time. Land Before Time. Joy, remember that show? That is a blast from the past. Wow. All those dinosaurs and whatnot. Man, I need to rewatch that. But, you know, like, when you have kids one day and you actually, like, you know, they're rewatching it and so, like, they're enjoying it and you're, like, vicariously enjoying it through them. I don't know. I'm just not about, like, binge-watching Disney movies these days. I'm 27. You know, I appreciate like some things about them, but like my favorite show growing up was SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Heck, I'd watch an episode right now. I just love the whole show, but it's not something I'm watching all the time now because I'm like an adult and I like more, I guess, complicated things, intricate, nuanced. You know what I mean? You could do a Netflix party. Yeah, I mean, I could, but then I get banned, right? If I did like a live stream with Netflix playing, because it's like copyrighted material. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know how that works, but I would totally do that if it wouldn't get me a strike against my channel. Naomi says her phone's dying, you gotta dip. All right, cool. You know, I would say just get a charger, but I can see how much this friendship means to you. JK, I'm playing. You know I love you. But yeah. You are still same age as me. I'm a 92er. Nostalgia. Yeah, 92. Represent. Started watching The Umbrella Academy for the first time yesterday, and it's interesting. You know, I just finished that. There's going to be a new season, though, because it totally leaves you on, like, the world's biggest cliffhanger, which everyone knows. Everyone knows that new season's coming out. That was, like, that was, like, the frontliner. Like, new season coming soon. But I'm glad I started it, you know? There were parts where I was like, this is boring. And then there were parts where like, this is so good. So it's like, it's really a love it or hate it show for me. Ren and Stimpy. I remember that one. That was a good one. I'm not home and I don't have a charger. Okay, bye. All right, you know, that's cool. No worries. No judgment from me. Screen share with Zoom. Bye, Naomi. How do you have the buffering sign? Najina? How do you get the buffering sign there? That's pretty cool. You got like next level skills with typing in this chat here. I'm doing good. I'm going to try to say this name. Here we go. Kufel Bautista? Kufel Bautista. That's my guess. It's probably wrong, but I'm sticking with it. Let's see here. Netflix allows you to do a watch party, I think. I saw that. That's like a new thing they're trying to do. I was trying to do that the other day, just like I couldn't figure out how to do it. Maybe it's an extension to your browser or something. Is it like a limited number of people, or can like everyone do it at the same time? Like, is there a limit? Because if it was unlimited, I'd probably just invite the whole channel and let you guys know. What is it? Probably like a URL. We all like jump on the same URL or something like that. Abby saying, yes, I agree. Our hospitals are already beginning to overflow in many states. See, that's a big problem though. That's been the big problem because there's only so much capacity, so many hospital beds, so many ventilators. So when that maxes out, now they got to decide who gets care. And that's been happening in Spain and Italy. They just have to let people die. It's sad. So that's why we're doing the social distancing, because they're thinking, all right, the number of people that are going to get it are going to get it. But let's try to keep it real slow, like slow the spread. Because if it's a really fast spike of spreading, it just overwhelms the healthcare system and a lot of people die. But if you can slow it, even if the same number of people get it or even more people get it, doesn't matter. If you keep it slow, keep the bleeding really, really slow, you can handle the new cases. You don't have to decide who gets the next hospital bed. So I guess that's what they're trying to do. I missed so many comments up here. Did Matt just bail? Car K-pop was like, hey, bye. Or did I miss his comment? Gotta grab dinner. I'll see you later, Josh. Okay, so he did comment. He's a good friend now. Wasn't sure about before, though. I was going to judge him hard. I'm just kidding. I'd probably text him, though, and be like, dude, way to bail on the stream. Oh, man. I'm great. We need to grab a Korean barbecue in Maryland sometime. You've been here so long, we haven't met up. I need to do that. In fact, I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to write that down here. All right, so we're going to get, Korean barbecue with car K-pop. So I'll see that later, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got to do that. That was important. It's on the whiteboard. All right, where are we? How dare you not have your leaves under control? Hannah, I love that leaves thing. I just got to figure that out. Try new things and make a stream about it. It's like a couponer for businesses. I detect a slight accent of yours. Well, I don't know what crazy voice I was using at the time when I was saying that accent. I use probably a dozen accents in any given stream. But my own accent, I don't know what I have. I've asked people, what is my accent? Is it like it's not Philadelphian. And it's not Marylander either. I've heard Marylanders, people who grew up in Maryland and were actually their parents were from here and their great-grandparents were from here. They've got this twang to it. It's almost like a slightly Baltimore-ish inner city type of twang. But we don't have that. My family doesn't have, I don't know why. It's kind of weird. What is my accent? White man accent? It's facts. That's straight facts. You know what it kind of sounds like? It sounds like when someone from Europe, someone from the UK, is an actor and he goes to acting school and they teach him how to do an American accent. That's kind of what I sound like. I sound like someone who was taught how to do an American accent. It's like a very general accent. It's very precise. It's very accurate. It's more formal sounding than I want it to sound. Man's got a whiteboard. I need to get one in my room. Whiteboards are the best. I have one in many, many rooms in my house. It's tiny font on a huge whiteboard. When I do brainstorming, this entire whiteboard gets filled up in 5 minutes. I'll just brainstorm, then I'll erase it all, then I'll brainstorm again. It's kind of crazy. But I need a lot of space on that board because I got a lot of ideas. Are you pretending not to be British all this time? That would be funny. Oh, what? Oh, crap. I accidentally deleted all of Joy's comments. I'm sorry. I accidentally clicked and deleted all of Joy's comments. Joy was timed out for 300 seconds. Yo. Total accident. My bad. Or was it? Was it an accident? Oh my goodness. How funny. I should have done that on purpose because then it would have been savage. Can I undo that? Go to channel report, remove Put user in timeout, hide user, and remove moderator. No, I can't undo it. It's done been did. I mean, if I accidentally blocked her, I could unblock her through my channel settings. That's funny. Plant killer and comment murderer. That's who I am now. I need to wear a shirt. Like, if I ever like meet someone, I'd be like, just so you know, I've killed a lot of plants, and sometimes I murder comments on my live streams. And they'll be like, I don't, what? Oh man, 300 seconds. How many minutes is that? Like 4.5, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What do you watch on YouTube these days? So, I'll watch Joe Rogan's podcasts. I think he's pretty funny. He talks about some interesting stuff. He has some interesting guests. Sometimes I'll watch some skit channels, like some people that make like comedy skits. Like I'm really into that. So I watch Caleb City, you know, and when I watch them, I'm like, these are hilarious. They're so funny and they're original. And I'm like, that's kind of something I would love to do right there. You know, and so that kind of inspired me to make some skits. Oh, you also watch Joe Rogan? He's pretty good. Came a long way since Fear Factor, right? Went from eating cockroaches to like jumping and becoming like the biggest podcaster of all time. I listen to him when I need motivation. He's a motivating dude. You guys see that? Where'd he go? There was a fly. Do you have some skits in the works? I write down a list. Like when I have ideas, I put it on the Google Drive. I got this like Google Drive going with like some skit ideas. But you know, it's like it's one thing to get an idea, and then it's a completely different thing to get an idea that's filmable. Like I don't know how to put it in other words, but like something that's easy to film. Because you'll notice like a lot of it, if you were just to ask someone to make up a skit idea or like have ideas, you know, a lot of them require like special effects or multiple people recording. And so it's kind of one of those things where you gotta like figure out, okay, can this be done? And can it be done easily? But yeah, it's been a long time. Oh, Adriana Guzman. It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. We met at KCON LA 2 years ago and we talked about when the next time you would do a live stream. It's 2020. Facts. I was a little late. But that was the last KCON I went to, KCON LA. You know? It was this whole thing with, it was such an experience. It's kind of overwhelming. There's so many people there. It's so loud. The concerts are awesome. But I mostly go there to see the people. You know, catch up with all my YouTuber friends I never get to see any other time of the year. You know, but it was a lot of fun. I just knew after a while I was kind of done doing reactions. Love the music, but I wanted to like take my channel to a different place, like take it to the next level. And it's tough when you don't know exactly what that looks like. But yeah, I'll do it slowly but surely. Fry Slayer. Imagine having a death metal shirt with that name on it. Fry Slayer. Fly Slayer. I want to be the Fly Slayer. And have like just like a fly swatter on it with an edge blade on the end of the fly swatter. I don't know, I can see it in my mind. Totally do that. Fly Slayer. Probably have like King Slayer from like Game of Thrones and Jaime Lannister. Fly Slayer. It could have like the little like Jaime Lannister like golden hair. That would be a funny thing. I really should get merch. I kind of have like this fear that like no one would get it. It would just like suck. You know, like everyone worries about that. It's just stupid fears that hold you back, right? Like every time you have an idea to make a video, like I always worry like, oh, maybe it's going to be stupid. Maybe it's just funny to me. Like stupid things like that. And I got to remind myself like, Josh, don't do that. Just film it and then figure it out later. If you don't like it, you can always take it down. But like, you know, everyone struggles with those types of things. Creepy subscriber stories. I do, but they could be watching right now. I kind of feel bad that I accidentally put Joy in timeout. And then she probably left after that. I'm gonna text her right now. Sorry, Joe, total accident. Funny. Anyway, the pumpkin snowman. Well, my class is about to start. Gotta dip, stay safe. Well, enjoy class, which I'm assuming is a live stream. It could be like a special merch, like only once. I gotta do merch. That's going on the wall. It's happening. It's happening right now. I'll do it in red. Very important. I'm gonna put a star. I'm gonna put 3 stars. Say, start merch. I think it's important just to start, you know? The starting is super important because it's gonna suck in the beginning, you know? Like your first podcast is gonna suck, your first skit is gonna suck, probably the first merch is gonna suck, but you gotta start somewhere in order to get better. It's like a continuous improvement thing. You can never make your 100th video until you make that first terrible one. Limited edition merch. I like it. I like it. How cool would it be if like the merch took off and then the channel started to take it off again, which I would love to happen so I could keep making more videos. And then the only thing is like it's so tough to get time when you're working as a full-time engineer. You get home and you're like so tired, not even physically, just mentally tired. Like just after taking final exams, your brain's just like done. And you're like, I want to make a YouTube video, but I'm just going to lay on the couch. And then you just like, you're done for the rest of the day. So you got weekends, really. But then on weekends, you're using that time for like cleaning up the house and getting groceries and things like that. So you're trying to just adult and live life and pay bills. And you got like a very small sliver of time to like put into something like YouTube. But if I did it full time, oh my goodness, that'd be so much fun. That's kind of the dream. I've always loved to do that. That idea has always been in my head to like do it full time. But I think it's one of those things where you just have to invest that time, even when you don't feel like it, in order to build a brand and build a business. But it's a balance, you know, it's a balance because like, do you really want to do it if you're not enjoying it? It's like, well, you do enjoy it, but you just, when you do it too much, you might not, you know. And consistency is key. If you really want to grow a YouTube channel, you got to be consistent, which means inherently there's going to be some times where you got to make a video, but you don't feel like making a video. So what do? And that's what most YouTubers get tripped up with, you know? But anyway, I'm just ranting here. 3 stars for Star Child. Making plans to drain my bank account. Oh, man. If any of y'all are like good at like drawing, like that would be awesome if you could send me like, even if it's on like using a Sharpie on a piece of napkin and you send me a picture, it'd help me to just get started with the merch. Because I always get overwhelmed, like how am I going to think of designs? And like I never went to graphic design school, but maybe it's not about that. Maybe I should like just release all my expectations and give it a go anyway. Just see what happens. Make a video about not wanting to make one. That is brilliant. I'm not just start it being like, I'm not gonna do it, YouTube. I'm not making a video. In fact, I'm gonna do everything except for that. I'm gonna go to the store, and I'll go to the store. I'm gonna go and take a shower, and I'm taking a shower. And I just like the whole video is me doing things to not make a video. That's pretty funny. I would totally make a video like that. Keep it simple. Use a slogan for merch. There are some slogans, I guess, that just have happened on this channel without trying. You know, like, I don't make the rules. And hashtag dirty. You just came up with the fly swatter. What if the fly swatter body was like a guitar? That's actually pretty cool. See, it's better when I'm with someone. Like, if I'm bouncing ideas off of someone, like, the idea can grow. But if I'm just, like, alone by myself thinking about it, you know, in like an empty room, I'm like in an echo chamber of my own thoughts, and it's not like nothing can like build off of it. Really helps. It helps to like have another person. The finger flick. Oh man. Good stuff. Good stuff. What time is it? Oh, dang, 7:55. How long have we been streaming? Well, coming up on an hour. In fact, it's about to hit an hour. So I should probably just call it here. You know, we're not going to overdo it today. I just want to call up and see how you guys are doing. Quite like a quick little live stream. Get some updates on y'all and from y'all. But yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for joining. How many people? I this whole time I haven't seen how many people are actually here. I'm just watching the live chat. 20 people. That's more than I thought would join, especially after not doing a stream for how many years. But yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna head out then. I'm gonna go ahead and head out, guys. So I will see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day or whatever's next for y'all. Because time zones are a thing. See, I still need to figure out outros. Like, how do you end a live stream? Completely forgot. Don't forget to eat. I ate dinner before this because I know how bad of a habit I have of not eating. So I'm learning. But I'm still trying to get there. But yeah, I'm gonna do a stream soon. We're gonna do another stream. I'm gonna get that merch line going. I gotta figure out who can make merch. There are companies. I'll find them. I'll find them with Google. I will find the companies with Google and they will make merch for me. Don't disappear on us, please. I got way too many ideas and way too much time with this quarantine to just disappear on you guys. So don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do another live stream with Akbar later on this week. So look forward to that. But yeah, all right guys, love you. Peace out.